The goal of this meditation is to deepen your awareness of the bright light that's pouring into you from above, and the dark light, or luminous darkness, that's pouring up into you from below. To begin the meditation, let your body find a sitting position that is comfortable, that allows your chakras to be relatively vertically aligned without feeling rigid. Allow your awareness to drop into your inner world by becoming aware of your breathing, letting the eyes gently close and simply feeling the sensations of each breath as it comes into your body and goes back out again. This is about letting the breath breathe you. We're not attempting any sort of particular breathing practice here at all. We're simply being available to the way the breath wants to breathe us. So feeling the sensations as the breath comes in and as it leaves the body. And with each breath, feeling your awareness shifting from the mental realm and the outer world into the inner world. And as your awareness becomes rooted in the breath, you can begin to invite the breath into your sacred core, your heart of hearts, that space above the heart and the heart chakra, where the soul anchors itself within your physical form. And as always, it may be helpful to let your arm bend and let a hand rest on or above your skin over that sacred place within your physical body, in the upper part of your chest. Feeling the breath traveling toward this sacred space, breath by breath, coming into a deeper awareness of your sacred core. And as your awareness rests here in your sacred heart, you might become aware of the light of the divine that is pouring into you from above. The bright light, whether it's a white light, a golden white light, whatever sort of brightness you're perceiving, just let that process unfold and invite that light to pour into your physical form. And you may become aware of an energetic space or container that's like a funnel going up and out from your heart of hearts into all that is, and inviting the bright white light of creation to pour down that funnel and rest within the sacred heart at your core. And so with each breath, inviting that light to become more and more present in your awareness and to fill you with its blessing grace. In many spiritual traditions, this light is referred to as the light of enlightenment. And so you may feel your soul center in the head being activated as this light from above pours into you through the soul star above your head, through the crown chakra at the top of your skull, and down in and through your body until it reaches the soul lotus, the sacred heart of hearts in your chest. Just inviting that to grow stronger and clearer and more definite in your experience with each breath. And if you would like more time for this part of the process, you can pause the recording here and let the process go on as long as it would like to, until you really feel the brilliance of the bright light from above pouring down through that energetic funnel into your soul space. When this part of the process feels complete, we can turn our attention toward the second part of the process, the complementary aspect that is called the dark light or the luminous darkness. To begin this, we can feel an energetic funnel that's the exact mirror opposite of the funnel going up and out. This one's going down and in. It's going down from the heart center, the heart of hearts, into the center of the earth, and even beyond that, into the deep, inky darkness of deep space. And as we get in touch with this, we can invite the luminous darkness that is the core of the divine feminine energy, the divine feminine light that lives within the darkness, the deep, velvety, chocolatey darkness that rises up into us from below and creates a foundation, an energetic womb space for all of creation, all the sparks of creative impulses and inspirations from above to land within us. Because it's this mixture of the creative inspiration, that spark of insight from above, and the deep, dark feminine matrix that holds that spark, that impulse, and that germinates it until the seed of the creative impulse is ready to sprout and to come forth with something that has never been seen before in the third dimensional level of creation. And so let's invite the deep, dark, luminous, feminine energy to pour up and into us from the center of the earth and beyond, feeling that luminous darkness, that chocolatey, velvety, enfolding energy pour up into us through the soles of our feet. Up through our legs. And finally, feeling the luminous darkness begin to permeate our torso. Just bringing its rich, fertile blessings of sacred space. The space in which everything is nourished and incubated until it is ready to be born, to be birthed into the world as a new creation. And so as the luminous darkness travels up into your being and into your torso, you may feel it wanting to create a home for itself in your belly soul center. The soul center that's deep within the belly, the rounded part of the belly, below the belly button, and above the base chakra. You may want to place a hand over your belly to help your awareness rest in the belly soul center, in your own womb space. And you can see if the luminous darkness would like to travel up from the belly soul center into the heart of hearts, into your sacred soul lotus in your chest. For most of us, the bright light from above and the dark light from below meet and blend as a yin-yang symbol somewhere in our torso, usually between the sacred heart area and the belly soul center area. And so you can just let this process unfold in the way that is uniquely happening for you, and just know that wherever these two primary aspects of divine light come together is exactly what's appropriate for your own beingness. It's not so much about exactitude. There are no rules here. There's just the living experience of how the bright light and the dark light meet and join and blend and merge and swirl together for you and within you in your own unique way. And so we can just let ourselves fall into the deep joy of experiencing this melding, this blending, this divine marriage of the bright light from above and the luminous darkness from below. Without this divine marriage, creation does not happen. We need both of these primary aspects to be fully alive. And so if we're in a phase of our soul evolution in which there's a tremendous amount of bright light pouring into us, it can be so important for us to ground ourselves in the luminous darkness, to give that bright light a place to land, so that we don't just spin up and out with it. We don't find ourselves losing contact with the physicality of our humanness. And this can be a really important signal, if we start to feel that way, that it's time to pay attention to our depth and to the luminous darkness that wants to pour up and into us. We may even want to do that part of the meditation standing, so that our feet can be resting on the ground, so we can really feel the luminous darkness coming up and into us in a powerful way, to strengthen our sense of a foundation within ourselves. And in the converse, if we find ourselves being preoccupied with matters of the earth and with physicality and the third dimensional realm, we may want to sit in our belly soul center and feel the luminous darkness coming up into us, and then use that as a platform to open and receive the bright light from above, which will renew our sense of inspiration, our sense of being connected with the higher frequencies that want to infuse us with their divine gifts, their inspirations, their vastness, their unlimited perspective on everything that we may be experiencing. And this is where the heart soul center and the soul lotus are so important to be connected with in an ongoing way, because this part of us calibrates the process of the blending of these two fundamental natures of light. And in our heart of hearts, we know moment to moment what we need more of. We sense when we're getting out of balance, and we can tune in to discover what will be some useful ways of rebalancing ourselves. And so we can let our awareness rest in the heart-soul space, and even deeper in the soul lotus, that place where the divine spark that we are lives within us and animates our physical form. And in that space we can be aware of the bright light pouring down into us and the deep, dark, feminine luminosity pouring up into us. And either in the heart space or slightly below it, somewhere in that central column, we can feel the yin-yang coming together of both of those primary aspects of the divine. So we can bow to both of these fundamental aspects of all that is, knowing that when they are in balance, we feel inspired, energized, full of divine awareness, and able to manifest the ways that awareness wants to move through us into expression in the outer world. And so I bow to the bright light from above and the luminous darkness from below, and their unique mixture within the core of your being. Namaste.